Okay, look, just from the title alone, I know some are gonna come in hot. Like, well, movies, TV shows, and music waste time too. And sure, when it comes to movies and shows, I can't really argue. But streaming? Watching some dude play video games for 5 hours straight while yelling chat W or L every 10 minutes? Nah, maybe I'm just getting older, but I'd rather go touch some grass. But here's the wild part. These streamers like Kai Cenat, Speed, Aiden Ross, they've got the youth in a chokehold. On one hand, I respect their grind. Creating content every day isn't easy. Even if it's not heavily edited or in-depth, it still takes consistency. And most people don't even have the discipline to go on a walk, let alone perform daily for an audience. But on the flip side, what value are they giving? Besides eating up hours of some 14-year-old's day and pocketing donations from their parents' credit cards, they're not exactly dropping life-changing wisdom. Even crazier, some of these kids will support a rich streamer before helping a friend or cousin trying to start a small business or side hustle. Sure, some might say these streamers inspire people, but to do what? Sit on their screen and copy them? What's the long-term gain in that? It's just a cycle of digital brain rot. And now with how big streaming's gotten, it's not even musicians or actors who influence youth the most anymore, it's streamers. So much so that major artists are linking up with guys like Kai or Aiden just to promote their music. Look, I've watched streams before, usually from creators who offered more than just mindless laughs. And I'm not saying there's no place for chill, low-effort content. A lot of us are burnt out and just need to relax sometimes. But the bigger issue is this. Why spend hours watching someone else live their life while you ignore your own? Whether it's your finances, your health, your goals, none of that moves forward while you're glued to a screen, zoning out, wasting time you'll never get back. I think streaming takes the parasocial relationship to a whole new level. Since the creator is live in real time, interacting with the audience, it almost feels like they're just hanging out together, which only pulls the viewer in more. It's one thing to have a stream playing in the background while you're at the gym or running errands. At that point, it's basically just audio, like a podcast. But if you're sitting in front of your screen like this for hours on end, day after day, yeah, you might need to reevaluate, my guy.
W's in the chat. Oh yeah. Kai, you're so funny.
Grab, grab, boom. Grr, bow, bow, bow. Hey, stream. I got a special guest. You won't guess the name. I'll tell you. It's Kyrie Irving.
Man, how did you get Kyrie Irving on your stream, man? You deserve 100 subs for that one, man.
Thank you to the jobless, fan
streamers,
who just donated 100 subs to me.
So what am I getting at here? Some of you might have heard of AMP, short for Any Means Possible. It's a streaming collective of 6 guys who moved into a house together to collab and go live pretty much daily. The most notable member is Kai Cenat with over 14 million followers on Instagram, wild Twitch numbers. I mean, he's basically the Beyonce of the group if we're making comparisons. Now, Kai wasn't even one of the original members, but his high energy, loud, over-the-top personality made him a standout. He's like the Kevin Hart of streaming. Some people love it, others like me aren't really that entertained, and hey, maybe I'm just not the target audience, fair enough. But at this stage, Kai's reached that tier of fame where he's showing up at the Grammys, linking up with Nicki Minaj, Kevin Hart, even John Cena. He's landed brand deals with Nike, T-Mobile, McDonald's, the whole nine. So clearly corporations recognize the influence he holds and want their piece of the action. Now here's where it gets tricky. Something we talk about a lot on this channel is that to reach that level in the entertainment world, you often have to mute your moral compass to keep the checks coming. You avoid controversial topics, you don't rock the boat, you become as brand safe and corporate friendly as possible. That in itself is a form of selling out because you're choosing money over your authentic voice. Now, to be fair, a lot of us do this at our 9-to-5s. We keep quiet about certain topics, play the game because we need that paycheck to pay rent, but we're average folks, we kinda have to. When you're someone like Kai, pulling in hundreds of thousands, millions even just from donations, you're not doing it out of survival at that point, and he doesn't really need the brand deals to eat. At that point, it's more of a choice. And look, I'm not trying to pocket watch here, I'm getting to something. Sure, like brand deals bring consistency, but if you're making $3 million a month off pure fan support, when is enough enough? Why keep giving up control over your voice just to secure the safe bag? That's the fork in the road, if you will. Do you stay quote unquote real and keep full creative freedom, or do you cash in and let the brands call the shots? And it's wild how once entertainers start getting serious money, the vibe always shifts. The poses change, the messaging changes. Suddenly, you're seeing all the familiar symbols and imagery we've seen 100 times before. For example, here is Kai posing with fellow creator Ray for a bait photo shoot, and not once but twice does he display the one-eye symbolism. He's even seen here doing the classic vow of silence pose, where he covers his mouth. It's truly right in front of our faces. These poses tell you more than one thing. It's like what George Carlin famously said.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Even earlier in Kai's career, he's seen striking a similar pose. When it comes to why you see entertainers like Kai doing the vow of silence pose, this could be answered by reading from the teachings of the Masons themselves. Quote, "The entire fabric of the universe is founded on secrecy, and the great life force which vivifies, moves, and beautifies the whole is the profoundest of all mysteries. The first obligation of a Mason, his supreme duty, his chief virtue, is that of silence and secrecy." 33rd degree Confederate general and leader Albert Pike once said, quote, "Secrecy is indispensable in a Mason of whatever degree." He's telling you that no matter where you rank amongst the club, this is par for the course. Now, when it comes to the AMP group, one of the founding members, Roberto Gonzalez, better known as Fanum, shared some cryptic posts to his socials earlier this month stating the following. "I find shit funny. Everything will soon come to light. If you knew what I knew, you would understand. Nothing is coincidence. Everything is always strategic from them. It's never natural anymore. Every move is calculated. Funny how you gotta watch those closest to you, but that's how it goes. They think they're actual gods. We know who God really is. Their God is money, mine's isn't." In another post he says, "They sold their soul, they mad I won't do it." He then shared even more, stating, "AMP Twitter page unfollowed me and removed me from having access. I bet. Can't wait to find out who came up with this. They forgot all the shit I did. I was feeding the team when I didn't have shit. I was taking a risk. I done got all of us rich." Now many, at least their fans, were shocked, feeling like there was a major ripple in the AMP collective. Members from the group responded to claims that Fanum had left or had been kicked out, with Duke Dennis simply saying, "Fake news," and Kai Cenat responding with the following.
Bro, how the fuck y'all niggas get bamboozled into thinking Fanum left AMP? Chat, let me go ahead and say something, gang. Everybody who fell for Fanum leaving AMP, I'm not gonna lie, that just goes to show how much y'all niggas actually watch AMP. No cap. We all know around this time or once out of the year, Fanum has to leave the US to take care of his pollen and stuff like that. You feel me? And that, him doing that, just led into like a whole bunch of shit. Y'all gotta understand, you being on X and you looking at captions and looking at a video that's clipped out of context, bro, you can't always believe that shit, especially on X.
Now ask yourself, what exactly is Fanum trying to say? Is it not in line with everything I just talked about earlier? When these entertainers want to keep climbing the ladder to success, they start doing things out of character, pushing boundaries, upping the shock factor for more views and reach. Take Kai and Speed, for example, streaming in the shower with each other for hours. Is this the type of stuff Fanum's not rocking with? Is he fed up with the corporate world getting too involved, silencing their voices? Or maybe he's just not down with the rituals. I couldn't tell you for sure, but his words speak volumes. Now, I don't really got any gematria for you on this one. I more so just wanted to drop a few thoughts. From what I can gather, again, I don't watch these guys' content and I don't know them personally, but it does seem like Fanum's moving with a stronger moral compass than the others. Maybe he's noticing his peers drifting deeper into the allure of fame and wealth, and maybe he's drawing the line before losing himself chasing a bag. Now, I did notice AMP uploaded a video like a few days ago that does feature Fanum, so who really knows? Is Fanum trying to speak up? Is this just a random rant, which I highly doubt? I mean, let's see how it unfolds over the next few months. I saw someone comment, I can't remember where, but I got a good laugh out of it. He said, if Fanum pops out with some blonde hair next, and, I'm just going to throw it in there, maybe some one-eye symbolism, then we'll kind of know where he stands. But as of now, is he officially cutting ties with the group? Will fans actually pay attention to the red flags or just keep letting these streamers harvest their energy? As always, time will tell. If anything new comes up, I'll do my best to cover it. But for now, that's all I got. If you liked the video, do me a favor and hit that like button, share your comments down below. Is Fanum the only one in the pack willing to keep it real at the expense of lost opportunity with big brands, or is this just one big misunderstanding within the group? Don't forget to share the video, and most importantly, subscribe, man. It's been your boy Script, and I'm out of here. Peace.